Oh yeah. We back talking that boxing shit. Boxing debate with your boy the Goon. I got my main man Travion Crawford in here, and we just go jump straight to it, dog. We about to apply this pressure that Bud is putting on these guys. What up, Trey?
Facts. What's happening?
Shit, chilling, dog. Chilling. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of things going on around the internet, bro.
Man, that man on that man bumper.
Now, when
Yeah,
you say that man, like, who you referring to? Who you referring to? So we
that
just gonna put
man,
it out there.
that man TC on that man Errol bumper. He done went to Mexico. He in Dubai now. Like he's searching
Sti-
for him in these deep oceans, somewhere that some of us will never see. Like, and we still can't find him.
Damn, it's like Carmen San Diego. He trying to find that mug, huh?
Man, he trying to find him. Man, he didn't call. He said he keep catching these little fish and he can't catch that big fish.
Is it a big fish in the? Is it a big fish in the ocean, or
He
is that a
said he
myth?
don't. He said he don't think that motherfucker there. He said he been looking everywhere. He said that motherfucker probably built a nest under some rocks or something.
The Loch Ness monster. Does this shit
Oh,
exist,
oh
bro?
God! He said that motherfucker probably. You know how
Oh
them fish when you fishing and you trying to get a fish out of the water, go into them under the little holes. They go in the holes.
yeah, they
They
find
said
their
that
way through
nigga.
there.
They said he in the
Yeah.
deep hole. They didn't put
Oh, that
they
look.
didn't put
You
their
see the
fingers in
comments?
there.
You see
No,
the
I can't
comments?
see it. What they say?
Hold on. I'm on my phone. So Kwame say he don't need a passport to find them. B House on here. I'm about to drop you the link, B House. So stand by. I'm about to drop you this link because I don't know how to do it on here. But we trying to get to the bottom of this. We trying to find the big fish.
Man, the big fish don't exist.
The big fish don't exist.
It don't exist. Like it don't exist.
Wow. I
At
mean,
this
you gonna
point,
have to
like
expand
you
on
know,
this, bro.
like this is why the big fish don't exist. The big fish ain't fought in 2 years. That's so called the big fish.
Okay. Okay.
He fought Mikey. He couldn't stop a little Mikey. You supposed to be the big fish. The big fish supposed to kill the little fish.
Facts.
You couldn't stop
Facts.
Mikey. You couldn't stop Porter. Like you ain't calling no shots right now. You can't call no like you can call some shots because you got belts. You kind of just like Thurman. Like you
Right.
can call him
Right.
at just at this time, but it's like he trying to protect this. Oh, like the big fish don't exist. Like what Bud say? How you the boogeyman and I'm chasing you?
Do you really think that he's trying to protect his O, or maybe is his handlers, or they may
I
not
think
just be
he
ready for the fight right now?
I think that honest to God truth, I think that Spence is trying to protect his own. I think he's
Oh,
trying to, and I think
so
that now it's to the point where he boxed in.
okay.
Like I feel like he boxed in because now Boots is mandatory. Then he got Ortiz in the mix. Then like Bud right there calling for him. So like now he boxed himself into a corner where he should have got in and made his money and got the fuck out.
Mm,
So
mm.
now he kind of in a position where it's like, damn, I can't get Ugis. Now if I don't fight Bud, I'm ducking Bud. Like shit.
So you
He
think
already
he kind of like boxed in a little bit?
yeah, he boxed in. He don't know which way he wanna take. That's
B
what it
House, check
is.
your messenger. B House, I sent you the link. I don't know how to do it with my phone on here.
He really don't. I feel like he just boxed in. Like he in a hot seat right now. Everybody
Kwame,
coming at him.
check your text message, Kwame. I sent you the link on there.
And then like
Yeah.
Bud been saying stuff for since the fight. Like every week since the fight, Bud been talking and shit. Everybody mad because of Bud ain't saying nothing. He ain't promote himself. Maybe it's because him and Bob Aaron relationship. They don't know. Maybe he was like, "Fuck that. I'm just gonna get out my contract. I ain't gonna bring no money to this motherfucker." But now that he
Yeah.
out and he's showing motherfuckers that he can talk his shit, like, and he's serious about it, like, bring your ass. Now
What
everybody
Moneybag
like,
say?
oh, this and that and this. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Spence like, oh, we gonna see. I got plans. Da da da. Now
Right.
it's all now everybody talking about oh he bluffing. But well shit when he wasn't saying shit he was still bluffing, right?
We'll call his bluff then. We'll call his bluff.
Right. That's what I
If he
said. Call
bluffing,
his
we'll call his
bluff.
bluff. Yeah.
Like
So
I don't get why
that's
they
wild.
why they why they ducking that man. Spence over here talking about they like, yeah, Crawford, he left Top Rank. What do you think he should do? Oh, go make your money, bud. Go make your money. Go get your money, my nigga. He trying to make money with you.
Yeah, get that big
What
bag.
like Bud said, I forgot the fighter. When the nigga was like when they was I forgot who it was, they was friends. And he was like, man, I didn't want to fight you because I love you. And the nigga back in the day was like, if you love me, why didn't you fight me? Like I'm trying to provide for my family too. Like if you love me, you would have
Yeah,
fought me.
I can't
Like
remember who that
I
was.
forgot who the fuck it was.
Yeah, I remember that, but I can't remember who that was though. But
Like
you're
I'm
right
trying to
though.
tell y'all, it's to the point where Bud used to like Spence, and him and Spence when they was on the phone, they was talking about Keith Thurman, and they were like, man, he a fake. Like Spence, like I don't fuck with him. Like I ain't fighting that nigga.
Yeah, Earl make that
So
known.
Bud,
He don't fuck
so
with that guy.
Bud kind of was just like, yeah, man, he on some bullshit, da da da. And now Bud kind of looking at Spence like he was looking like Spence was looking at Keith Thurman like nigga, fuck you, like nigga, you scared to fight.
Mm.
Like what else do like my thing is not even being disrespectful. What else do Bud gotta say? Like the nigga done called his bluff on the phone. Like what else do he gotta say? Do he gotta say fuck your dead dog, fuck your pet? Like what do
Yeah,
we gotta say
yeah.
for you to get in the ring? Like
Honestly, Trey, though, honestly, for me, and I can only speak for me, I can't speak for Earl, but like that shit will piss me the fuck off.
oh
You
my
know what I'm
mama.
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we know that them business suits behind a lot of shit keep shit from happening, but I really do think them dudes want to fight. I don't think it's Earl, but
Mm.
this, I ain't gonna say it make him look bad, but dog, he kind of like clowning you right now at this point.
He a fighter. I know he not scared to fight, but I think feel like he don't want to fight at this point in time. And
Yeah,
right
I
now
said
it's
that
getting
too.
forced to him. It's getting forced to him. That's what I think it is.
You know
I
what?
feel like I
I can
told him,
agree to a certain extent with that.
yeah, I feel
Definitely.
like right now just not right timing. He don't want to jump right in the line of fire. I felt like he was trying to fight Ugas because he knew he was still good enough to beat Ugas. Like he wanted to see where he was at. He knew that he was still good enough to just outbox and jab Ugas all night, see how he feel, and then all right, fuck it, I gotta fight Bud. It's my last fight, like some shit like that. But now that plans have changed, now he kind of like, oh shit. Now they like, well, if you don't fight Bud, shit, Boots or Virgil, these three you're fighting. Like, and the
Oh
WBC was
yeah.
already WBC. I
Hmm.
heard was already trying to mandate the shit. So only thing that was holding it up was IBF. So it's like you never
Yeah.
know. Like now it's to the point where they like, nigga, look, you gonna either fight this young gun and get upset it, or you gonna fight this other nigga that been wanting to whoop your ass for years. Like, but you
Hmm.
gonna get your most bag over here. So you gotta let us know ASAP because you gotta fight in March.
What you damn, March.
He gotta fight.
Mar-
I think he gotta fight March or April or something.
So let me ask a question. So what's up, Trey? What's up, Goon?
Oh shit!
what's going on? What's going on?
What's going on?
My
What's going
man,
on, guys?
my brother on
What's
here with
happening?
me.
What's going on? So so you really just don't think that they already had something planned before Bud even got out of his situation with Top Rank? Because
You
I mean, if you look at it, right, he was supposed to Spence was supposed to fight Manny Pacquiao, and that didn't happen. So I'm pretty sure they had something scheduled for him. Like the same way Bob Aaron was talking about Josh Taylor, I feel like the suits always have a path for their fighter to go into.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about the scare part. I would be a little pissed off about, the
Yeah, you
shit Bud
trying
is
to
saying,
yeah,
like punk ass and
yeah,
this and that. I mean,
yeah.
I'd be a little bit upset about that, but I really don't feel
Hmm.
like I don't feel like Spence is ducking. And for me to keep it 100,
What's
I,
happening,
I want
Brandon?
him to I want him to go fight your uncle. I want him to go fight Boots. I'm just keeping it 100.
I told y'all the other day, Trey, you wasn't on the show the other day, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was a little heartbroken over that shit, bro, because I would rather for Spence to go ahead and fight Ugas. So we could have got this fight in
For
2022 towards the
undisputed.
end of the year. You feel what I'm saying? And for all the
Hmm.
marbles, bro. But now
Right.
I feel like I don't know, man.
He
I got a
boxed
feeling I don't
in.
think that fight gonna make it, bro.
He boxed in.
It's either you fight Bud now or that fight ain't gonna happen. I'm letting y'all know right now.
Yeah, he
Like,
said he
and
had two fights.
it's not gonna happen because of neither fighter is like it's not gonna fight because it's like, oh fuck that, if you don't fight me now, we ain't fighting. Like, I feel like it's gonna happen because either he ain't gonna be able to make the weight, or Boots or Ortiz gonna fuck around and upset him.
No, I don't think Ortiz could beat
I don't
him.
think neither one. I don't think neither one of them
Ortiz
can
got
beat
the
him.
punching power, but I don't know. Boots, that motherfucker tricky. I don't
He
know.
don't got no
That
Boots is
defense.
tricky.
Ortiz don't have no defense.
Right.
I would still favor Spence, but if he gotta have the best camp of his life.
For who? For who?
For
Boots
Boots, for sure. He gotta
for
have the best
Boots,
camp of his life.
definitely.
Y'all show putting a lot of stock in
I
Boots,
you
bro.
know what
No,
you know
only
what I'm gonna
reason why I'm
say.
saying that is because the injury. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. If Spence was
Oh, you talking?
100% and everything, like, I just don't know how he gonna come back. That's why I'm judging off of
Uh,
that.
I see what you're saying.
but
I
If
see
Spence was
what you're saying.
100% never got hurt or anything, Boots probably wouldn't even have a chance.
Hmm.
uh,
Like, that's just my
I,
honest opinion.
I don't think Boots can beat him now, bro.
you know what what I noticed that you do a lot, Goon. You did this with the Sean Porter and Bud fight when I said Porter was gonna get knocked out. Y'all gotta start looking at matchups and not looking at fighters and saying, "Oh, because this fighter ain't
Kwame, are
fought
you
this."
really saying that?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
really
No,
saying that to
I'm
me?
dead serious. Like that's
I'm
how
like, are you
y'all
really saying
can't
that
be
to
like
me?
no,
Like,
because
you
y'all
know,
stay be
I do
like,
this,
oh,
bro.
because this fighter ain't fought this level competition or this fighter or
Listen,
these
Kwame, when it comes
fighters.
down to it, when it comes down to the come down,
It's
bro.
matchups.
Listen, yeah, always. You know, that's why I'm like, I can't believe you said that to me. Like, you know, but I'm just saying, like, we all have opinions. You
You
Right.
know,
see how
sometimes my opinion might be
how
right,
big
sometimes yours
Boots
gonna
is
be
right
right.
now too.
Boots is that's what I'm saying. Boots is not only skilled, that
Bigger
motherfucker's
don't mean better though,
huge.
bro. Bigger don't
He
mean
like,
better, bro.
I
He,
just seen him a couple of months, probably like this summer. I just seen him. I was out of town at a fight. One of the younger fighters was fighting and shit, and I seen him. And I'm 6'1", 6'2". He at least like 5'10",
of
5'11".
11.
Easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Not only
Easy.
that, in terms of his physical mass and size too, he's not. He could be easily fighting at 154,
What
easy.
the
No doubt, no doubt. And but see, this is
fuck
what
is
when you
going
misunderstanding me,
on?
Kwame. Like, I'm not even dismissing none of that. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? The only thing that I'm going off is the
Oh,
opposition that he's fought. Like, I know this dude got the tools. I
Right.
like you know what I'm saying, that I
Uh huh.
like
Uh
for
huh.
I like boxer punchers. That's
Uh huh.
him.
Uh
You feel
huh.
what I'm saying? I love that, but I just haven't seen it with the
this
level of
nigga just
competition yet. That's
ran
all I'm saying.
fucking
Like,
ball
I'm
So,
not
back.
saying that
but
he ain't
but
go be shit or nothing like
but
that.
it's not.
But
But it's
right
not.
now, I don't
But
think
what
he can
about
beat
when?
those guys.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. But what about
Wow.
before Earl fought Brooke? His only level of competition was Bundu. Everyone was saying he was 40 something years old, and Chris Algieri, who's a small guy. So I think it's like I get that, but it's like, all right, what are you doing with the level of competition that you're getting? How are you beating these
Yeah.
guys?
Oh no. Now I take nothing away from his wins. I don't want you to think that I ain't taking nothing away from the
Why
wins.
your finger
The only
always in the
thing I'm
camera? Get
saying,
your finger out my face.
I think of my man Drake. Drake is in the building. And I think with you, Kwame, I think you like I don't think you really understand where I be coming from when I get on it. Like, dog got all the tools imaginable. You feel all right,
Mhm.
like this guy right here. Y'all remember David Reed?
He was all right,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
But he had all the
What's up?
tools back then, you know what I'm saying? And then you feel what I'm saying? So like when he stepped up and fought Tito, it ruined
Yeah,
him.
but
It was
he
over. It
had
was too quick.
tools, but there's a difference between having tools and being special. Like there are certain
Mhm.
fighters that you could just say, "Oh, like this person has the tools," and there are certain fighters that are special fighters. And Boost is a special fighter. I think like you have to, and we're only gonna be
I
A
able to
can't
special
say
see
that
it,
yet.
fighter that ain't
I
got
can't say that
tested
yet.
yet.
I can't say that yet.
He
right?
In
ain't
my
got
opinion,
tested
I
yet.
can't say it
Oh,
yet.
okay, all right. But
Yeah.
He
what
ain't
I'm
But
got
the
saying,
tested
tool,
yet.
but the tools are
what I'm
definitely
saying though,
there.
what I'm
You
saying.
know.
All
Cause
right, but let me address
what
Trey
Boost
real
gonna
quick.
do? What Boost gonna do when a motherfucker that can move like him, that can do all that slick slip and shit? What he gonna do with somebody that got power?
That's
Like,
what
the
people
same way
fall in
you can
love with,
give it, you
But
though. A
gotta be
lot of
able to
people
who?
take
fall
it.
in love with that.
The only other people that's like that is Bud, and I can't even
Don't you
say
do it?
Spence.
Don't
You know
you
what I'm
do
saying?
it?
But I'm saying your uncle and Boots are very similar in style in a way. But I'm not capping. I just feel like Boots can more naturally fight out of both stances. See, like
So you
I'll
think
say
he's beating everybody at welterweight?
I have him up there. He's the threat to do it. You know what I'm saying?
See,
That's
this is
just
the
me.
thing. This is the thing, bro.
I've been saying this too for a
Just
while.
like what you just said to me, with watching the film and all that or whatever, right? I can come back and turn it around on you. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, a lot of people fall in love with the pizzazz and the style and looking pretty, but that's good and fine. But you're not doing that to
Y'all,
nobody that's gonna
y'all,
really, you feel what I'm saying?
y'all
So it
remember?
worked both ways.
Y'all remember when I posted that picture with Boots? That shit was like probably like 2016.
Which fight was that at?
It was probably like 2016. I was he fought in Silver, Iowa, right next to Omaha. Me and Bomac and them went down there because Bomac be doing the commentating and stuff. So we went down there. I didn't even know who he was. We went down there to watch Kenny Sims and Montana Love. On God, they fought on the same card. The dude that just fought on the zone. And Montana
Montana's for
Love is the
real, boy.
dude. I was like, he came out like AB. The nigga was brushing his hair. He had this big ass mirror. Swear to God, had a big ass mirror. Had somebody holding the
He got
mirror. So this
swag.
nigga, he coming out like this and shit. So I'm like, this nigga remind me of AB. Him and Kenny Sims drawed. I really feel like Kenny beat him, but it was a close fight where it was a draw. Boots, we went in the back and talked to Boots after the fight, and he was at 147 and shit, and he was cool as fuck. But like, I see what Bomac be doing. Bomac be going to all these motherfuckers fights that he feel like coming up that's gonna be a threat,
He's supposed to.
in the
He's
future.
supposed to.
That's
And
smart.
that's why like if you see like Me Machine last 3 fights before he fought Bud, Bo was there. He commentated it. Boots, like when Boots fight, Bomac will either go or he'll buy the fight and study it, but a lot of motherfucking Boots fights he done been to. That's why when I kept saying like in the chat, I'd be like, Bomac already got all these fighters broken down. All these fighters that they didn't brought to fight Bud, he already had them broken down. He already knew how to beat Porter shit 5 years ago. Like
I
when
did
Bud was
hear
coming up to
Bomac say something similar to that before,
But
man.
let me say this though. Like I hear that, but to me that shit don't really hold no weight to me because I see Bomac be in the corner for other guys and he may have them broken down, but it's the fighter. If the fighter can't execute what he's doing, none of that
it
really
works hand in
matters.
hand.
shit,
You know
it
what I'm
That
been
saying?
works hand in
showing.
hand. That works
It
hand in
been
hand.
You know what
That
I'm
showing.
works
saying?
hand in hand, bro.
It's just like, all right.
Everybody that Bomac then said Bud was gonna stop at 147, Bud then stopped and he ended it in good fashion.
But
So as of right now, that's not a myth. That's something that's a fact.
but I feel like that's more Bud. I feel like that's more Bud, to be
It's
honest.
It's
always
hand
gonna
in
be
hand,
more of
bro.
the
It's
fighter.
hand in hand. It's hand in hand, though.
It's always
That's
gonna
hand
be
in
more
hand.
of the fighter. The
So now
fighter and the
it's like now
fighter.
you now you discrediting the
No,
trainer.
I'm not
Like, you know
discrediting.
what I'm saying? It
I'm
works.
just saying. I'm just saying
Oh my
when
God,
he
this fucking
says,
game ain't got no damn defense. Fuck.
yeah,
What's the score, Trey?
I
What's the score?
Man, fucking Chicago just ran some shit back. It was 25. It was 25-14, and then Green Bay just scored on a one play. These motherfuckers can't play no defense.
yeah,
So right now it's 24-20.
I'm saying that also, like for instance, with like say with Derrick James and Charlo against Castano. It go hand in
You
hand.
want to
You could
listen to
look in
him?
the
Yeah,
corner.
that's what I just
You
said.
know
It's
what I'm
hand in
saying?
hand.
You could look in the corner. A guy could give you all the right instruction, but if the fighter
You don't listen.
can't
Man,
execute it,
Derrick James didn't shit. We could say the same thing about Derrick James. He really didn't even know what to do with Tony Harrison jab.
I just think
Tony was in his
it's a lot
ass,
I
too.
think that's a lot to do with
And,
what
and I
Charlo
think
can and can't do.
Tony Harrison was winning the second fight until he did that
He
dumb
was.
shit.
They was
He
gonna
was doing
rob,
some
but they was gonna
stupid
rob him,
shit.
They were
bro.
getting ready to rob him because they
They
Definitely.
had
was gonna
Charlo
rob
up
him.
on the cards,
Yeah,
which was
way
crazy.
big,
Definitely.
too. Yup,
Yeah,
big, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely.
That would have been a robbery if it would have. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Hey Trey,
Yeah.
would you say have we seen the best of Bud yet?
I feel like honestly, Bud ain't even hit his prime yet. Like that motherfucker just gets stronger, bro. Like
Okay.
I really don't know. Like I remember. I swear to God, I remember Bomac was telling me this. I mean, Bomac and Red was telling me this because Bud was like, "Man, I'm done fighting at 32," and he was like 20 something. I'm just like, it come 32, then he like, nah, 33. Then they get 33, he be like, fuck no. And I was talking to Red and them, and they was just like, bro, this nigga ain't even hit his prime yet. Like they was like every camp, I feel like he getting like we feel like he getting stronger. So like honestly, I really don't know. Like half of the shit I see in the gym, I ask him like, why don't you do that shit in the fight? He just be like, bro, honestly, it just be like I can beat. He said I could beat these fighters with like we're not showing too much. Like he really don't have to do shit like Boots. Boots don't
That's
show
dope.
everything he
That's
can do
dope.
in the fight.
Yeah, that's
Like if
dope
you see
though.
Boots, like if you just seen Boots on Instagram when that motherfucker was throwing them punches at him, he slipping. Then he like just doing this, doing that. I was like, damn, this nigga in a fight he would have been through a fucking punch. Like it's just some shit that fighters don't
Right.
show that they do in the gym. And I feel like he show a little something every fight, but I feel like that Spence fight gonna bring everything out of him. I
Okay.
think that's gonna
Okay.
bring everything out of him. I think he
That's
ain't.
what's
I
up.
honestly think he ain't trying to show too much. He beating these fighters what he can beat them with, and I feel like when that
Trey,
Spence fight come, he gonna adjust.
Yeah.
hey
Okay,
Trey,
Kwame.
what do you? What do
Oh,
you?
sorry. Go ahead.
I'm about. It's just a quick question. Hey Trey,
Uh-huh.
so what do you think? Do you think he get that up for a Keith Thurman fight?
Oh, he said he'll fight Keith Thurman.
Okay.
Yeah, but he don't need all that for Keith Thurman.
Yeah, he don't need all that for Keith Thurman, but he honestly Bomac and them like since day one said that Keith Thurman to be the toughest one out of all of them.
I thought that years ago, and I
That's
said
what he
that.
Yeah, I
said.
believe it. I believe
He
it.
said Keith
Now,
Thurman. He said Keith Thurman gonna be the most technical to beat out of all of them.
He is.
But I
He is.
honestly think Bud gonna stop him with a body shot. He can't take it to the body.
Right. Well,
okay.
here's
Kwame, I got the
what's
same
up.
question for you. You think Spence has reached his peak? Have we seen the best of Spence?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
The reason
Okay.
I say and the reason I say that I'm getting feedback. I don't know. Drake, mute yourself
Drake,
just for
that
a
might be
second.
your echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I will
Yeah.
bring it back in.
Yeah. The reason I say that is because in the Mikey Garcia fight, we saw wrinkles in his game that we didn't see before in the other fights. You
Mhm.
know, I feel like, and I've heard a lot of other fighters like pros that has seen him fight, and the amateurs say that they've seen him do a lot of stuff that he doesn't do yet. You know,
Mhm.
I I feel like this.
Opposition.
Yeah, yeah, it is opposition bring it out,
Mhm.
and I feel like
Yep.
this. I feel like a lot of that is going to come out. That's why the fight between him and Bud is going to be such a great fight because both of them is going to have to do like go in a bag for that fight.
I
You know,
agree, bro.
I
Yeah,
feel,
I agree.
and no disrespect to you, Trey. I don't think no version of your uncle could beat the Errol Spence that beat Kell Brook. I just don't. I think your uncle would get pummeled. I think he would get hurt. I think he would be changed. Seriously, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying
Now that would be the
what I
old
see.
Bud, but now Bud is
No,
a
ain't no
grown
old.
man.
I don't. It ain't no
Bud
old.
is a
It's not an
grown
old.
man in
No,
that
it's not an
division.
old Bud. Let me tell you why I say that.
Bud
Bud,
done grew in that division. He's a
He
fucking
has.
clown.
He definitely has.
listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, he's grown
Where
into the
Trey go?
division.
Trey left.
Trey didn't
Yeah,
like
he probably
that
come back.
question.
He probably come back. He probably went to report what I said.
He's stupid. He's stupid.
but
He's stupid.
but
He's stupid,
but my
bro.
listen. What? Oh, Drake, go on mute real quick because
Oh,
I'm hearing myself like twice. Yeah.
Yeah, go on the
So
cook. Go on the cook, bro.
all I'm saying is Bud is very strong mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of how he recover from getting hit, even when he's hurt. You know
Mhm.
when he gets hit and how he go after fighters, how he trains. You know I mean it's evident he's very strong mentally as a fighter.
Right.
Very strong mentally. But what I will say that this is why I say I look at matchups. Even though he's strong mentally, when Bud gets hit, his physical body reacts differently than how he mentally wants it to
Oh, I
react.
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what
You
you're
see what I'm
saying.
saying? It's like when I
Yeah, I
see
know what
him
you're
get
saying.
hit, his body does stuff that maybe he don't want it to do because he's a tough individual, but that's how it reacts to certain things. That's why I'm saying that that version of Errol Spence that fought Kell Brook, it don't matter if he grew into the weight or not. He wouldn't be able to
Okay.
take that type.
So
He wouldn't be able to take that type of punishment.
so let me ask you this, because I know somebody out there thinking this right here. When you say that version of Earl, are you saying that this version of Earl is not on par with that version of Earl? I'm just trying
Oh,
to get some
absolutely,
context on
no,
that.
I would say absolutely not. And the reason I would say that is because that version of Earl. So let me think. So Blu-ray trained him for 11 fights where he had 11 straight knockouts. Last
Mm-hmm.
knockout he had was Ocampo. So that means he had 9 straight camps with Blu-ray
Mm-hmm.
when he fought Kell Brook. And not only not only was they training in camps, they was just training like 3 times a week. It was just
Right.
it wasn't just camp. It was a lifestyle that was going on. That's why he was got so much stronger like that. Now, I couldn't say that version is there. Now, am I saying that that version can be back if they're doing whatever they're doing now? Oh,
I,
I believe
I
so.
the reason why I asked you that, and it ain't like I'm shooting at you, no shit like that, but it's two sides to this Bud EJ thing. So if you say that version when he fought this guy, and hypothetically speaking, if Bud beat this version right now, we, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
We would be like, well, that wasn't
I
that
don't roll
version.
with
I'm not
excuses if
saying
they
that you do it.
right.
No,
I'm
no, no,
just
no,
saying
no.
they fight.
Yeah, I'm not
They
saying that you do
fight.
it.
You,
Yeah.
it's the fighter's job to get in there. He said it's the fighter's job to get in there and be at what the best they could be. You know what I'm saying? So there's no type of listen, there's no type of excuses. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who this guy is right here. Said Earl regularly takes clean shots to the
Yeah.
head. I mean, what do you? I don't know.
I
What
wouldn't
did you
say
do? You
regularly.
watch.
Yeah.
You watched
One fight.
the Sean Porter fight, and then that's what I'm saying. People go look at the
Yeah.
Sean Porter fight. You get these Bud fans. They watch Bud knock out Sean Porter, and then they gauge Earl whole career off the Sean Porter fight.
Oh,
You
I
know what
know
I'm
how I
saying?
go, and that's the reason why I asked you the question that I asked you, because I'm trying to keep it fair. I'm trying to keep it,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, impartial. These people gonna say this if
I,
you say that.
I
So
said it. I
yeah,
said it.
yeah,
It wasn't. Uh, didn't have faith in Earl Spence that beat Sean Porter because I I viewed that fight as a continuation from him not doing what he needed to do from the Mikey Garcia fight. Like
hmm
before the Mikey Garcia fight, going into the Mikey Garcia fight, and then to me it was just like there was a continuation of it.
right,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying? So
yeah.
for me, that is his worst performance to me. And
Which one?
career
You said
wise.
the Mikey fight? You
Oh,
said the Mikey fight?
Sean Porter.
Sean Porter.
Because
Yeah, because I thought you
he
said that
was
the other
deeper
day.
into being inconsistent with training, like living as a fighter.
Mm.
I mean, he was honest. He said, it got to the point where I was just coming into camp. That's when I started to work out. When I got a fight date, then I started coming to the gym. Like Bud don't do that. Bud have a fight. You know what I'm saying? And 3 days, 2 days later, he's back in the
Back
gym.
in the gym. Yeah, gym
You know what I'm
rat,
saying? So,
gym rat.
right. But Earl used to be like that as well. And it
Right.
showed.
But
It
see,
showed.
Kwame, money change people too.
Yeah.
You got to look at
No,
that
you're
too.
right.
You
You're
know,
right.
you know what your boy said. One of your favorite fighters. You know, them damn silk pajamas.
Silk
It's hard
sheets.
to get up
Yep.
in that
It's hard to
ring.
get up. No, you're right.
Yeah.
And I'm just keeping it 100. I see people saying, "Oh, already," and all this stuff. Nah, I still choose Earl to win. I feel like the type of fight that they would have if Earl's in there at 100%. I feel like Bud can't beat him if he in there
Okay.
100. If he in there 100. If he in there 100%, because. Listen, Bud have hands. He have skills. He got knockout power. All that. Can his body take the pummeling?
No, I get what you're saying.
Is it
I get
going
what
to
you're saying.
stand up to it?
But
You know what
if
I'm
it
saying?
does, then what kind of fight you think
It
it'll be
ain't.
if it can?
I feel you, but it ain't.
No,
I could
yeah.
tell you it's not, bro.
Okay, but because you said don't make it to be
That's
true though.
true. That's
You
true.
know?
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
yeah. But I
from
feel you though. But I
right.
feel you. I feel
I'm
you.
just saying
I
that
feel you.
like even when think about when Earl told him when they first met up in OKC and he was like
He's
he's
little
light in
or
the ass,
something.
he too small
Yeah.
or whatever.
hmm
It's because he know what he could dish out. You feel me? It's like he know that you ain't gonna be able to stand up. You're gonna have, and the thing is, it's not like Earl Spence got a weak chin where he's gonna take a hit and he's gonna stop throwing punches. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that's not
true
going
that.
that's not going to happen. Kel Brook hit him with a lot of hard shit, clean shit. He went nowhere.
Hey man, I guess it's Facebook Jill Mark just
Mhm.
said something, and I agree totally.
Oh yeah, look,
I
that's
agree
great. But
totally.
but here's the thing, you can only see greatness and who's available for you to
Who's in
compete
front of you?
against.
Yeah, who's in front of you? And I will
You know,
definitely give you that.
it's not like
Yeah,
he's saying he don't. He been saying he wanted these other fighters, and it's hard for him to get a fight. You know what I'm saying? It's
I,
hard. It's
I,
hard for him. It's hard for him to get a fight.
yeah.
It's
Oh
hard.
yeah, we know that. We know that. Like I'm not even saying that ain't the case. Yeah, we know that. He a threat.
Who the hell want to
Definitely.
get there? Sean Porter said he didn't want to get there with him. That should
Yeah.
tell people a lot. Sean Porter's fought everybody.
He fought everybody. I don't
Right.
know who this Facebook user is. He said Earl won't outbox Bud 12 rounds. He has to knock him out. I can lean to that too. Lean,
He
not
don't.
saying
He
that
don't.
I
But
can
he
lean to
does.
that.
That's the thing, bro. He doesn't have to outbox Bud to beat him in 12 rounds. He's got to beat him up.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
he got to do his
People
job.
think
But
that's what people keep
we
saying.
see
Oh,
we
he ain't
see.
going to outbox Bud. Like he's not going to dance around with Bud and try to
Well,
outbox
no,
Bud.
because they said he couldn't outbox Mikey, and then he outboxed Mikey. So you think he'll do that against Bud?
Oh,
Let's
no,
be real now.
the blood is
Let's
too.
be
The
real
blood.
now. No
Listen,
capping.
the blood is too bad for that.
Yeah, yeah.
The
You
blood
got to
is
get it in
too bad
blood.
for that.
You got to get that in
The
blood,
blood is
bro.
too bad for that. Bud want to kill him, and he want to. You feel me? The blood is too.
Yeah, you got to get
It's
it back in
past.
blood.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to prove that no.
I can
This
dig
is
it.
his. This is their Mayweather Pacquiao. It's like this is the one where you bring out everything.
The Arsenal.
Right?
Yeah,
You gotta bring it out.
yeah.
Y-
It's gonna be a good scrap, man. I swear. I swear. I hope that
And
fight
that's the
gets coming
scrap
up
we
good,
going. That's
man.
the scrap we gonna get. You feel me? That's the
I, I,
scrap.
I gotta
That's
get
the
it. I
scrap we
gotta
gonna
get it
get.
in 22. I have to have it in
Oh, it's coming
22,
in
bro.
20. I have a feeling it's coming in
Yeah,
2022.
I've been
You know,
hearing shit too. So hopefully,
I'm just saying from a. I'm just being 100. Leave Boots alone. Leave
leave.
leave Boots
What you mean? Leave
alone.
him alone. Leave him
Like
alone. Why?
because Boots
Why are
could
we
fuck
leaving him alone?
for either Spence or Bud. Don't fight him now because he could fuck up the money. Like
Oh, I see what you're saying. I got you.
Boots,
Yeah, because
leave Boots
it could
alone.
potentially.
Boots could
Yeah,
fuck the money up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Ortiz might can fuck the money up.
I don't think so. I seen,
He got a
I see.
puncher's chance.
Yeah, he definitely got a puncher's chance, but
Yeah,
I feel
that could
like
fuck the money up.
Ortiz. What I saw from Hooker versus Ortiz, he's not on Boots level. He ain't on Spence level. He good,
Mhm.
but you know what I'm
I,
saying.
I would like to see him fight him though.
As I said, that would be a huge fight in Texas.
No, I was talking about Boots and
Ortiz.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
would like to see
that's
it.
later. They say they trying to Spence Bud that shit. They're not trying to make that
Yeah, I see
happen
what they're
right
doing.
now.
Hmm. But
It's too
but
much
that
money to
Spence,
be made.
yeah, the Spence Ortiz fight in Dallas, whew,
That'd be
that'd
huge.
be crazy. That would
That'd be
go
huge.
crazy, dog.
That'd be just as big as Mikey or more.
Yeah, it
Because
would
he's
go crazy.
actually from Texas.
I know it would
It'd
go
be
crazy, bro.
huge,
Yeah,
and it would be a huge pay per view too. And
yeah,
yeah,
I would pay for it. I'll pay
yeah.
for that.
Who wouldn't?
You got to pay for that.
You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't? But my point is, stay away from Boots. Both of y'all. Both of y'all. I of course, Bud has a chance with Boots, but out of Spence and Bud for Boots, no disrespect, Bud's the easier fight. He's
Hmm.
he's the easier fight. Trust me when I tell you, he's the easier fight for Boots than Spence. Because Boots had issues with Gary Antoine Russell in the amateurs. He lost
Yeah, that pressure.
three out of four. He
Yeah.
lost 3 out of 4 from that pressure. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Bud
But
put
the
pressure
amateur
on you once
boxing
he
is
hurt.
way different
Yeah, and
than
Bud put
the
pressure on
pros.
you once he hurt you. He put pressure on you once he hurt you. He's gonna try to outbox you, or he's going to
I
outbox
wouldn't
you.
put a lot of stock into that amateur of him doing it and not taking anything away from Mr. Russell for beating him 3 out of 4. But
Right.
the amateurs are real fast, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Less time on the rounds. You only got a couple of rounds.
Right.
So
Right.
the professional level is way different.
But you got to think also Gary Anton Russell, he come from a boxing family too. You
Oh,
feel me? At that
they
pedigree.
dogs.
You
Yeah, they
feel me?
dogs for sure.
They got
Yeah.
that pedigree is just it's there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's in a DNA. He's from a
Yeah.
fighting family.
It's definitely there.
Boost
Yeah.
the same thing. His dad to his two brothers who were ranked high in like sanctioned bodies, you know, and now
Yeah.
him. So that's what I'm saying. People like, oh, experience or we haven't seen this, bruh. I saw what Spence did to Van Heerden, and I saw what
Mm-hmm.
Booth started to do to Van Heerden until he headbutted him and split his shit open. He was
I
getting ready to get
remember that.
stopped.
Yeah.
He was
He
getting
putting
ready
that
to get
hot sauce on
stopped.
his ass.
And he said,
He putting that hot sauce on him.
he said, wow. He said this guy hits harder than Spence, and we saw Spence like beat him up. But he said this guy,
Yeah,
he hit
Spence
harder.
beat that
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. The only thing I see with Boots sometimes is how he how he roll with punches defensively on the inside. I think is the biggest weakness I've seen in his game. Is how he defend punches on the inside. Because it's sometimes he's just rolling with them. Like the punch will come and he'll roll with it. And that
Mm-hmm.
could be dangerous when you with big like a big puncher. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It could be very,
Definitely,
very
yeah.
dangerous. So but the thing is, can you take that motherfucking heat he giving? Because
Continuously.
yeah, he's giving, and also he fights really well inside. He fights really well.
I will say that. I will
He
say
fight
that.
really, really well inside, especially from the for the southpaw position. If he's fighting you in the inside for the southpaw position, you're gonna have some problems, bro. And the difference I've seen between him and Bud is Bud fights, he'll fight one way and then he'll make an adjustment and then go into a different stance. Like for instance, when he fight Porter or he fight Kell Brook, he'll fight one way like for the whole round he may fight one way, like in one stance.
Okay.
And for another round he may fight the same way in one stance. And then he'll make an adjustment in the third round, he'll see something and he'll fight you in a completely different stance and go at you. The difference I see with Boots is Boots fights you naturally in between stances throughout rounds. It's not like he's gonna fight you one way for a whole round. He at times does stuff and then from one stance, and then 20 seconds later he's in another stance doing something completely different. So he just tough, man. He tough. He tough. That kid
So
tough.
how do you see Boots and Spence going?
Uh, I got that like a
Just be honest,
real.
you don't want to see that
I'm
fight.
no. I know. I just said it. I don't want to see that fight, and I don't listen. And I don't want to see that fight with your uncle either. Not before him and Spence fight, because Boots could fuck up the money on for both for whoever fight him. I feel like I don't want to see. I feel like Boots need to be left alone. Motherfucker's young. He 23, 24. Let him do what he doing. They need to fight and get their Spence and your uncle need to fight and get their money.
Spence can't do it no more because they just fucking made the nigga mandatory.
So you got to fight your uncle.
He got to make a choice. Like it's over with. Like he can't. It's no way. What he gonna do? Pay him step aside money? That's gonna fuck
Nah,
up his whole legacy.
nah. But I don't listen. I think that he's just letting Al do the business a lot of times, and
But
that's another thing.
he said he was
Most
his
of
own boss though.
right, but I'm not going into all of that. I mean,
That's what he said.
yeah, but listen. The no fighter pays themselves, so you unless you paying yourself, you ain't your own boss. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? If you got it.
why didn't you correct that when he kept saying that he is own boss?
I mean, it ain't my job to correct what he's saying. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Say, but I'm supposed to send
You
him a
should have got on
DM.
here and cleared up the air. He said when
That
he said that he
that
was
shit's
like,
not. But that shit ain't important to me. What's important to me is them fighting. What's important to me is Spence and your uncle making an agreement to fight. I don't care if it's 60-40 or 70-30 or 80-20 or 50. I really don't care about that personally. I just care that they say, okay, the fight's announced and they're fighting. And then we can start talking shit about who's gonna win and why. But on a flip side of it, when you come on here or we hear other Terrence Crawford fans or family or team or whatever say that Spence is scared, you know, that I have an issue with that only because you can't say that you want 50-50 when you don't have the numbers to support it. And then when you say we not fighting unless I get this or I get that. And then you say, all right, well, now that we not fighting, after I said I'm not agreeing to y'all terms, you scared.
When
I can't rock with that.
when Bud and Spence first met up, what did they agree on? They said what he said. He said, "Yeah, that's a 50-50 fight." Did he or did he not?
I never heard him say that. I don't.
I heard him say that clear as day in the
No,
video. You can go watch it. It's 11 minutes long.
I mean, you
He
got.
said it.
I mean, send it to me. Shoot it to my message. I haven't.
Yeah, I'll send it to
I
you.
mean, if people,
He said that's
because
a
I
50
think
50
that by
fight.
this time, with all this time that's passed between the history that they both have, and Buzz saying 50-50, somebody would have posted Spence saying, "Let's, I'll give him 50-50." I think that would have been posted. It's been years that this has been going on. So all I know is the videos I've seen Spence after he fought Mikey Garcia, because y'all that fight between those two guys supposed to be on pay-per-view, your uncle and Spence, after he had his first pay-per-view based on his numbers, and then your uncle had fought Khan like a week or two later. Based on those numbers, he said, I think it should be 60-40, but I'll let Al do my business. He know what I'm worth, and Bob know what Terrence is worth. And they come to an agreement. So, I mean, I feel like my
TC
honest
ain't
opinion.
signed to nobody. He his own boss right now. So that means that the fight should be happening. That
Listen,
means they should
but on the
negotiate.
flip side, but on the flip side, we can say the same thing about your uncle, right? Because he's free from Bob Arum, right?
Right.
He said that he's come out and said that Bob Arum was in the way of making a fight numerous times, not just there, but also on the Joe Rogan podcast. When Joe Rogan asked him, he said, "Why do you think you can't get these fights? People are scared." Your uncle in that interview said, "No, it's they don't like my promoter. It's a business thing. They don't like my promoter." So all I'm saying is this, right? If your uncle really wanted to fight, all this shit he's saying on Twitter to me, I'm just being honest, to me is cap. Because if he don't have Bob Arum no more, call Floyd. You want to fight? Call,
Him and
call,
Floyd been talking. Well, how you think we know he's scared of him?
oh,
Like, what you mean?
okay.
Come on,
I
bro.
mean, I
He
mean,
called Floyd called him at 3 in the morning after his last fight, bro. Like
okay.
Oh,
we
hold
been
on,
knowing
hold
Floyd
on,
this.
said,
y'all. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
So
hold on.
Floyd told your uncle that
Hold
Errol is scared of him.
hold on, bro. I'll let y'all cook for a minute. Travion, I am not going to let you go back without
Yeah,
explaining that part right there, bro. My
exactly.
bad, Kwame, but I
Nah,
had
I
to,
want
Hey,
to
man.
hear it too.
hey, at the end of the day, listen, out of Floyd's mouth, he said that he basically said that Al wasn't gonna give TC. Basically, Al wasn't gonna give TC them fights that he wanted a long time ago. Like even Pacquiao, all them. Like he said he wasn't gonna give it to him. Like it's clear as day. Like he ain't gonna get him to him. But I ain't gonna go in detail about shit that But
Yeah.
it was
I don't.
already said like they can't give it to. They gotta still make money off these other fighters. So
Yeah, right. So okay, my point exactly, right? So it goes back to the suits, not the fighters, right? Because as I said before, just like Bob had Josh Taylor trying to line up Josh Taylor, all management promoters, if you have a good uh management team or promotional team or advisement team, whatever, they're gonna have a plan laid out for you. So the, the, to me, the truth has been that I'm saying this from my heart. The issue to me has always been that Bob Arum didn't have enough opponents for your uncle, And what he did was he attached your uncle's name to Errol Spence, knowing that the fight wasn't going to happen because him and Al Heyman had bad blood. And he kept using that to pressure to make the fight, while the PBC people already had plans of what they was doing with their guys and how they was going to make money. It's a business. And your uncle was just kind of left out there to dry because he was basically with the enemy, and Bob Arum ran out of opponents. And then also he took the money from ESPN, and then ESPN was putting pressure on Bob Arum like, yo, you said shit was going to be like this. You said you was going to make the Spence fight with Terrence Crawford. It was going to be big. You ain't, what's going on? And then Bob kept doing what he was doing. Your uncle has to follow suit and put on that pressure and say that. But that don't mean that the other side is scared, because they got their own shit going on over there. So all I'm saying
But
now
if you want
is
to be undisputed and other belts on the other side, at some point you got to come get that belt. You can't run
true.
forever. That's
Now,
why you're in the position that you're in now.
No, that's true. But again, if the PBC have a plan where they have all three of the belts already, right? And then they're saying, oh, we're going to line up our guy to have all three of the belts. So when we go negotiate with this guy, it'll be for undisputed, be the biggest possible fight ever. Why would they go and fight Bud in between all of that? That for them strategically, that doesn't make sense.
That's
for them
irrelevant now, though, because he's not gonna get the other fight. So
exactly,
it's
and that's why I'm saying now they need to
so
fight.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but I'm saying they need to fight now. I mean, if the WBA is out of the question, which it looks like it is, then they just need to fight.
The WBA told him. I told him from what I heard, and it ain't came from Bud or nobody. I heard the WBA told him, no, you can't fight Ugas. You got to fight Crawford or some shit like that. That's what I heard.
Okay, well, time to fight.
That's why I'm like, so if they saying that, like, so if he go fight Boots, is he ducking Crawford?
I couldn't say that. It all depends on.
Oh,
No, listen.
As much as they did that shit the other week, he better not fight.
Fighting Boots is not ducking your uncle, because my opinion, it's not your opinion. My opinion is Boots is better than your uncle. That's my opinion. So to me, ducking Boots is not. I mean, fighting Boots is not ducking your uncle.
What has Boots proven that he's better than Terrence Crawford?
Listen, what did Terrence Crawford prove before he fought his step up fights? He dominated the people that they put in front of him, and then they put him in the ring with those better guys, and then he showed up and he rose to the occasion.
So this is what I get from that, Kwame. Right now, your energy is definitely different, because I remember when y'all wanted Crawford to just fight everybody. Real shit. Now I'm not making this shit up.
Well, why wouldn't we? The first person we fought was Sean Porter.
Why won't he fight Ortiz?
Let me finish my thought. I wasn't even done.
Why won't he fight fucking Green Beans, whatever y'all call them?
Y'all definitely want to, and that was fair. Like, I'm not even knocking it. Like, yeah, you want to see a Joker fight somebody, but then when we come back, when Boots do all this flashy stuff and everybody just saying, oh, and we say, well, damn, can he fight somebody? You know, y'all don't keep that. You're not keeping the same.
We don't keep it. Well, what do you mean? The only thing I'm saying is when he gets a chance to fight at that level, I believe that it's going to carry over the same way that people before Errol Spence fought when he was a contender, right? And when he went, and then when he went into the ring with Chris Algieri, they said, "Well, this guy's experienced. This guy's fought a world champion."
I get that.
So all I'm saying is that these fighters have to have the opportunity. It's not about who they fought. It's about what they did with the people that they fought.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, when this was on Bud, I just want to see him fight somebody.
The reason being is he got 38 fights now. But the reason being is he's had a lot of. Listen, Bud has a ton of belts from 135 at 140, and he got one at 147 now. And at 30, and he's now had 38. He's had 38 fights, right? And people are finally seeing him take that step up to that level with a Sean Porter at fight 38. That's the only reason people were saying that.
Bro, we can say the same about a lot of people, bro.
That's what I'm saying, but look at
Deontay Wilder, bro.
Please don't mention his name.
Like he
He
didn't
had
get
a
a
million fights and
what?
fought nobody.
Right? Like what the
Fought
fuck?
nobody, bro.
Listen,
Million
but
fights.
And I like Deontay Wilder.
Deontay, but I mean, in all honesty,
And he
Deontay
was
Wilder,
getting bank.
yeah,
Most definitely.
Deontay Wilder, in all honesty, fought Louis King Kong Ortiz before your uncle fought Porter. So the
Bruh,
people
that
had a
wasn't
measuring
when they.
stick.
That's not saying when they fought them. We're saying that he already had 30-some fights before he even fought King Kong.
Uh, Yes, he
That's what you're
did.
saying about
Yeah,
Negative.
Bud.
but he's
No,
only
no.
We're
had
saying the
That, yeah,
same
he
but
had
thing.
like close to 40. He had
Yeah,
like
but
close
he's
to
only
40
had
when he fought Ortiz.
but
You
Deontay
feel me?
Wilder's only had one belt his whole career, right? He's only had one belt. He hasn't. I mean, he's a heavyweight, so he hasn't been able to go through multiple weight classes like your uncle. So when people see there's a champion that is going through weight classes, right, and they've got multiple belts, and then they look back and say, "All right, well, this guy got 6, 7 belts. Who has he fought for these 6, 7 belts?" Then they start to ask those type of questions. That's why Bud got that type of heat. It's not just it was like, oh, it's Bud, and he went through multiple weight classes, and he cleaned out weight classes, and then people are looking back and saying, okay, well, this guy should be an all-time great. The type of stuff he's doing is all-time great stuff. But then they look back at the level of competition he made those accomplishments against, and people have questions, and that's fair. That's not to knock him or his skills, but the same way people looked at his skills and saw what he did with those opponents that was put in front of him, you got to keep the same energy with Boots too. It's like
Okay, but
you got to
I
keep the
hear what
same
you're saying,
energy.
but you really don't hear what we saying, bro. Like you like you really glossed up. Like you really don't even understand. I understand exactly what you're saying, but the only thing I'm saying is it's not the same right now, bro, and it's not.
I guess I
he
don't understand what you're
he
saying.
don't he don't he don't want to see that fight, man.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is
No, I'm fucking with
when it
Kwame.
was
I'm fucking with him.
Bud. Okay. So you just fucking with him.
I
All
just
right.
say
Moving along.
when it was Bud, you're saying it's not the same energy because because it's a different
No,
situation.
because when it was Bud, like when Bud didn't have Porter or anything, this is what y'all was doing. Well, Boots been waiting for a shot with one of the top. He Bud can fight Boots then, like, but he don't got
Yeah,
nobody
that
else to
was said
fight.
too.
This
Yeah,
and
that was
that.
said. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
he's fearing Boots. He's scared of Boots. Then Virgil
Mm-hmm.
come. Oh, why won't he fight Virgil Ortiz? He's the mandatory. Then the mandatory change to Sean Porter. Oh,
I didn't say
Sean
that.
Porter's gonna do this and do that. Why don't he fight Sean Porter? Why is he not fighting Sean Porter? He like, well, shit, he got other plans. Oh, he's ducking Porter. Now he
B
gonna get
House, I
the fist
sent you
fight.
the
Then he
link to
fight
your
I
Porter and
messenger,
stop
bro.
him. Then it's like it's something else.
Yeah,
Like
but that's what I'm saying. None of that stuff you said was ever a narrative of mine. Yeah, like I've never.
Oh, pause.
No,
Yes,
no,
it
whoa,
was.
no,
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 Yes,
that
it
no. It
was.
wasn't.
was
It
Yes, it
well.
was.
was.
First of
Yes, it
all,
was,
how could
bro.
that have been a narrative of mine if I picked him to stop Sean Porter?
No. I'm not talking about Porter. Not the Porter one. That'd
I'm
be
just saying
Steven
in
in there. But I'm
general
saying
about
like the
fighting
boots,
Okay.
these other guys.
about the whole
Yeah.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yep. You
definitely
definitely
you.
said that. You
Oh, well,
definitely
yeah.
said
Well,
that.
the reason I said that was because at that time, being under Bob, it was evident he wasn't fighting no one for PBC, right? I mean, you just came out and said that. Even talking to Floyd, it was like, oh, now we got to make more money off these guys or whatever. So it's evident he wasn't fighting no one for PBC. So I was just
Hey,
But
looking
the
for,
thing about it
hey
is,
Kwame,
Bud already fought 3 PBC fighters.
yeah, he,
So
Travion, let me
so when
ask
they
this question, y'all, before I forget it. Do you think, Travion, that's why Floyd said what he said at the press conference about these fighters not wanting to fight people? Do you think that's what he was referring to? You know what I'm talking about when okay, I'm gonna leave it
you
alone. That's all
you
I needed.
good.
Yeah.
You
I'm
good.
sharp. Yeah, I'm sharp.
Yeah,
Okay, y'all
you
go ahead,
sharp to
y'all.
the motherfucker.
Go on and cook then.
Yeah,
Y'all go ahead.
but like, what was I saying again? What was I talking about again?
you was talking about narratives when people were talking about Bud didn't fight anybody or whatever.
Oh yeah, and another thing, like if Boots really like the thing about it, if Boots really like wanted to fight Bud, like he caught him out, like how he was like, well, I'm the WBO mandatory. I want to fight Bud, or these guys got to stop ducking me at some point. I'll fight Bud, like kind of like how Gary Russell doing, but Bud ain't gonna fight 126 Gary Russell. Like he fuck around, and kill that man, and he already don't like the nigga.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
why waste
yeah.
my time on him? Like now, if it was Boots on the other hand, 147, and he like, I want to fight Terrence Crawford. I'll beat this motherfucking ass, this and that. Bud would be like, you got me fucked up. Like, what's up? That's what Bud would have said.
The same
But
thing
I'm
I
that
mean,
I
just
would
like,
have ordered
I
but
from
I'm
mean,
him,
just
this,
man.
like
but I didn't hear that because I've heard some shit through the grapevine too. First off, when they was negotiating with Sean Porter, Boo said I'd take the million, and from what I heard, also Bozy tried to reach out to y'all, and from what I heard, y'all said that's not
Bozy
the direction.
never reached out.
Okay,
Bozy and has never reached out to nobody. And the crazy part about it is, remember when Bud was signed to Cameron Duncan? Cameron Duncan
hmm
is Boots fucking
yeah,
manager.
his manager, right?
So it's easy to get that shit done if they really want it.
Yeah,
Like,
but what happens is when I say that they reached out. Suppose Cameron Duncan did reach out to Bob at that time, and Bob said that ain't the direction we going in. It's like there's no way for you to know 100% that didn't happen. I mean, when
no,
those
it
guys
is
talk behind,
because it
when they
is
have those
because
conversations, they don't
I
come
mean,
back
they
and
reached
report
out
it
to
to
Danny.
y'all.
listen,
They
listen,
reached out to
it is
Danny, and
it
that
is
didn't go
it
through. But
is
we don't get the energy that we getting on that right now.
it is because I'm gonna tell you about that too. It
Facts.
is because when I see something on the internet like that, I'll call Bud. Like I can shit if Bud wasn't in Dubai. What time is it in Dubai right now? Like if shit, I could call Bud and be like, hey, have Bozy Ennis ever fucking called Bob? He'd be like, what the fuck? No. Like he ain't never called. He ain't never called. Like literally, like if he like, and when I see
But
someone on
see,
the
Trey,
internet,
that's
I'll
the
always
thing.
ask him. I
Yeah,
But you
but
ask
see,
don't
him. I
know
Trey,
say, hey,
that
that's the
what's
though,
up?
thing
because
though.
Bob may
But
not
Trey,
even mention nothing.
but
Bob could
Trey,
speak
but
to
Bro,
Trey,
he's
Cameron
gonna
Duncan and be
mention
but
that,
like,
listen
bro.
though.
"We're not
But Trey,
interested in that." Why would
but
he even
Trey,
bring it
this
up
is
to
the
Bud?
thing. Trey, this is the thing. And it like it be frustrating at times. It works both ways. Just like he just said in his call, dog. He don't know that in his call. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Call Bob. We don't know if Bob got the call and Bud didn't know about it.
But the
So
thing
we
about
saying
it,
that to say
if he
what?
called Bob, Bob would have called fucking Bomac because when Bud name is mentioned, Bomac is the trainer and the manager. He
Mm-hmm.
calls him and let him know what's going on when people
What's on the
call about
floor?
Bud.
Yeah, what's
So
on
it's
the
like,
floor? Yeah.
we would have already knew they never called.
But shit, well, shit. Didn't Bud and them reach out to Danny? And
Man, no, this
and,
this will happen. This will happen. Danny Garcia, Bud and them reached out to Danny Garcia, Mikey, or somebody. I think no, it wasn't Mikey. It was Danny Garcia. They reached out to Danny Garcia, been reaching out to Pacquiao and them, and they reached out to Thurman, and the spin shit has been the same for forever. But Danny Garcia says something like, I forgot why Danny Garcia didn't fight him. They offered Danny Garcia like I think 5 million or something like that. He
5 million.
didn't want to
Yep.
fight him.
Yeah.
And then
No,
Keith
it
Thurman
was
said I want 10 million or something like that. I know, but Danny was like 5 or 3 million or some
it was
shit.
3 million, right?
Yeah, something like
I thought
that.
it was 5. Yeah, I thought that shit was
It was
5.
like 3 or 5 or something like that. Danny said he didn't want to fight him, but Danny already ducked Bud at 140. They already talked about the shit, so it's like I already knew that shit wasn't gonna happen. But then now, when they asked Danny would he fight Bud, he was like maybe in the future. So you never know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like so you never know. But after that Spence fight, bro, I don't even want to see that fucking fight.
What
Cause
fight?
Spence washed his ass so bad, like
Oh, you talking
it got
about Terrence and
Danny
Danny?
Garcia
yeah,
and
I
yeah,
don't
Spence.
never want to see Danny
man,
fight, bro. At
It was
but
140.
completely
he
one
was
Yeah,
sided.
boring, bro. Like he's just
yeah. I
boring.
don't even want
Like
to see
he
dog
don't throw
fight.
it.
Like,
Like
yeah,
you see in the 11th round when he actually let his hands go, he actually was kind of touching Spence a little bit, but Spence was just beating the fuck out of him, and
yeah.
it was
It was a
easy
wash.
too.
You watched
It
him,
was
bro. You
easy,
watched him.
like, and I drove to Dallas. I didn't even fly. I drove to Dallas. So it's like, nigga, I was mad in the motherfucker. I'm like, damn, nigga, I just drove 11 hours to see this bullshit. Like,
Right, right,
I'm
right.
like, this some bullshit. Like, so I wouldn't even. Danny just a boring fighter to me that just
Yeah,
he come off the jab and try
yeah,
to look for the left hook the whole fight, and if
I
yeah.
that
don't,
left
I
hook
don't,
get
I don't
taken
care to
from
see
him,
him
it's
fight.
over.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
care to see him fight.
Danny ain't been good since he fought Zab.
That's been a long
That's
and
kind of
shit.
accurate.
Hey, for
Yeah,
real shit. Since he fought Zab, bro, he ain't been too special to me. That nigga
and
Bud
shit,
seen
he
him
didn't look
at
too good in that
Canelo.
fight.
Bud seen him at I think Canelo and that tall ass dude. I forgot his name. The tall ass dude. He
Liam
seen him.
Nielsen, was it Liam
Yeah.
or Smith?
Bud
One
seen
of the,
him
I know you're
there.
talking about the real tall dude.
Yeah, Bud seen him there, and Bud came up to him. It's like, Man, he was like, "What up?" He was like, "Now, why the fuck you let that man do you like that?" He like, "Man, I
Oh,
had injuries. I had my elbow fucked up." Bud was like, "No, man. Hey, remember I told you that, Kwame? Remember I typed it.
Yeah.
I said, man, Danny said he was hurt. That nigga Bud looking at him. He came back. He was like, man, Danny a hoe." I said, what? He said that nigga talking about. He said Danny talking about he was hurt and shit, man. He was like, man, he talking about he was hurt before the fight. I was just like, man, shaking my motherfucking head. I said, I ain't never watching that nigga fight again.
Yeah.
wow.
I
Like,
didn't
nigga, why
like
would you fight if you hurt?
Yeah, I didn't like see because Danny was capping like when they did that first interview. I think it was with Brian Custer, and he was like, the other fights between Porter and Thurman, I wasn't really up for him because I was real comfortable and all this. But for this fight, I'm up for it. And then after the fight, he said he wasn't really
You
up for the
hurt.
fight because of COVID. I like, you
Mm,
know what, Danny?
Honestly,
you
honestly, I
doing too
wasn't
much.
even. I was watching the fight, but I was more so trying to see where his sisters was at. Too, if I'm being honest,
Oh
that's the
yeah,
only
boy,
reason
they
why I
bad
wanted
as
to
hell,
go.
bro.
Hey,
They bad as hell, boy.
that's the only reason why I wanted to go, nigga.
That is
Hey, and one
crazy.
of their boyfriends wasn't there, nigga. I was just like, damn, these little bitches bad,
Yeah,
nigga.
they fine as hell,
And then the
dog.
crazy part is, my ex live in Dallas. She cold in the motherfucker. Why the fuck I didn't see them the whole time? We talking to Danny, little manager, everything. Man, my ex come and get me like, you coming to the house? I'm like, yeah. I told Bud and them like I'll be back in the morning. Why the fuck when I walk outside? That's the first time I seen they ass by themselves, nigga. I was so pissed. I was pissed off.
You
I
was gonna shoot
swear
your
to
shot,
God.
Trey? Was you gonna shoot
What
your shot,
was
Trey?
I? Was I? Listen, I don't care which one it is, but I want one of y'all. I don't care which one it is at this point.
And y'all getting
But
this
yeah,
shit live from the kitchen, bro. Trey was about to shoot his shot.
on my mama I was. Shit, I told Bud if you fight Denny, that's the only reason why I want you to fight him.
Damn.
Damn.
On God. That's the
Wow.
only reason why I want you to fight. I don't even give a fuck about the fight.
That's funny, bro.
All right. Well, look, guys, I gotta
Yeah,
skedaddle, man.
yeah, man.
I
We
gotta
about to get
roll.
off, man. I appreciate y'all for coming on, man.
Yes,
We just want
sir.
to address a few things today, Trey. We gonna get you back on. I tried to get
Oh yeah,
Blu-ray
just hit me.
them on there, but
They
for
duck
sure,
they
man.
they ducking that smoke, man.
Oh yeah,
Kwame, get your mans.
he gotta get a little time to prepare his videos. Blu-ray. He gotta get a
Yeah,
couple, prepare his videos and
You ain't no good, Biz.
yeah, you know how they
hey
do.
look, hey look, I gotta start that shit. He gotta get a
You
little
ain't no
time to prepare
good,
his
Bibbs.
videos,
They gotta stay
That's
on their
right,
he probably called Spence like, man, they sending me the link, man. What you want me to tell them, man?
Oh, here
Come
we
on,
go.
man. I need something
Here we
fast.
oh,
don't worry, Trey. I got
Man,
a I
oh,
think I
hey,
got a link for you tomorrow, Trey.
hey, look,
Don't worry
oh
about it.
look,
shit.
look,
It's
Hey
look,
all
hey,
Trey,
good, but
man,
salute to
hey,
you
Trey.
man,
guys,
you know
man.
they on you.
All
They,
right, Kwame,
all
man.
right,
Hey Trey,
Peace.
you might be on one, bro. He might gotta,
for
you
real.
know what I'm saying, figure out what's
He
going
with
on, bro.
Spence. Like, hey, man, listen, they been on your ass. What you want me to say?
Blu-ray,
What you want me
you
to tell
gotta
them?
address this Blu-ray. We've
He
been
don't want
looking
to
for you.
address it. He
We in
ducking
the
smoke.
ocean. We in the
He
ocean
under
looking for
them
you,
rocks.
Blu-ray. Hey Trey,
Hey,
if you know how to loop this part right here and put this bitch on Facebook tomorrow, Blu-ray. We looking for you. We in the ocean looking
look.
for you now.
Spence is in the little hole under the rocks, and motherfucking Blu-ray got a shirt off with some shorts on top of the rock, just sitting here protecting Spence. Like don't even
Look,
worry about it. Like, just
they got a
pop up and let
protection.
me know. They
Is it
got
a
protection
protection
order on
committee?
Bud. Yeah, they got
Oh
protection
wow.
order on Bud for sure.
Wow. He can't be
I
how
heard that.
many feet? How many feet?
I think
How many
I think like
yards?
if he in the ocean, I think 2,000, 3,000 feet.
Sea
That's
level shit.
easy. Right? That's that sea level shit.
Oh my
You
God.
you
Hey,
take
Blu-ray,
10
you gotta
steps, you
address this, Blue.
might be in trouble, man. I don't know, man.
Oh
Hey,
shit.
where BFTV? Where he at?
I sent them the link. I think I sent it on IG. I was trying to find him on
Oh
Facebook. I couldn't
man,
find him, so I ain't
he
gonna hold
definitely
him on
getting
that.
his.
But because
He
I believe
definitely getting
BF
his.
would have came, but we gonna run this shit back. We gonna run this
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah,
Somebody gotta address this shit, bro. Somebody gotta
oh
address this
yeah.
shit, bro. All
They
right, fam. It
definitely
was
do.
good you coming on, Trey.
Yep, just hit me.
For sure. All right, y'all,
All right,
and we up out of here.
yes, sir.